You Are Here is a multi-arts festival that showcases emerging and experimental art mostly from Canberra artists, and it also recognises that lots of Canberra artists have a connection to Canberra even though they might not be living in Canberra full time. So a lot of it is people who are here making art, a lot of it are people who are coming back to make art specifically for Canberra or to show Canberra what they've been up to since they've finished university, for example. There's so much happening here and it's a really attractive place, and we wanted to kind of share some of that both with Canberrans and visitors to the city.
I'm David. I'm one of the co-producers of the You Are Here festival, and I've been producing it since 2011, as well as the producer also responsible for curating a lot of the theatre program, which this year is called The Ice Age.
Hi, my name's Nick Delatovic, and I've been involved in You Are Here since 2011, but this is my first year as a fully blown producer. I'm nominally in charge of the original music content for the festival.
You Are Here Festival is unique in that the whole 10 days, all of the performances and artworks that we showcase have a Canberra connection.
Hi, I'm Andrew Gallan, a Canberra poet. I'm part of a writers collective, the Tragic Troubadours, and we meet every week in the middle food court of the Canberra Centre where we write, but we also take our poetry out to people. So we perform in the bus interchange as part of the You Are Here Festival, where we offer people poetry. If they say yes, they'd like to hear a poem, we give them a range of choices, and if they pick one, we then perform a poem to them.
The Gallery of Small Mistakes. Okay, so this was born of an idea when I was going through my parents' garage and looking at all of these horrible love poetry letters and completely bad projects for a film script and all of these things that I put all my heart and soul into and never happened and kind of make me cringe now. And I thought, man, there's so much of this that exists and I want to bring it all into the light and say, hey, there's a space for the things that you once cared about and didn't happen. Let's kind of celebrate them in the tiny way that they can be celebrated. There's someone who's put in a bronze mask that kind of melted and it's kind of its eyes kind of sunken in. There's a guy who started a comic book and it was called Why I Can Never Make Money. And he got about 3 pages in and thought, I don't really have the energy, put it away, brought it out 3 years later, started working on it again, left it on his desk, it rained, the whole thing is smudged. And then 2 years later, he's like, I don't know, I kind of want to show this. Can I show this? And I thought, brilliant, this is exactly it. It's kind of something that he's worked hard on, never fulfilled, but there's still a creative seed in there that I think should be shared. There have been a couple of fashion designers send in pictures of their calico drafts for clothes, but they were like, hey, look at these funny calico things that looks like, a sack, but they're on us and we're modelling it and we'd like to put that in. And I thought, fantastic, there's got to be a place for those rejects somewhere and that's where it is. I have been learning so much from the team that has come before me. As an artist, I feel that the ideas that I've put forward creatively and curatorially have been well received by the artists I've approached and also by through audience feedback. I think that in the CBD there aren't that many, but there are still very amazing shop fronts that don't have people in them, and I think because Canberra CBD is one of our prime partners in the event, they actually recognise that activating a space, putting art in there, attracting an audience of a completely different kind, actually kind of brings attention to what the possibilities are in the CBD. It kind of enlivens it past, having an empty pane of glass. I think it's amazing.